Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we have another romantic lesson. Kind of romantic.
A little romantic. We got a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they're apologizing to each other.
Okay, so it's a very common situation, and we're going to be talking about love. We're also going to talk about different pet names that are commonly used in English.
That are used with your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Okay, very good. So let's listen to this dialogue for the first time and see what's happening with our couple.
Can we talk?
Sure, honey. We're talking now, aren't we?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know where this relationship is going. I'm in love with you, and I need to know...
You know, I think you're awesome.
I'm awesome. Well, I guess that's my answer, isn't it?
Honey.
Look, if you don't love me, it's not a thing, all right? We've had our laughs, but I don't appreciate... Well, maybe it's just time we...
Baby, I love you so much.
You do?
I love you, and I think you're awesome.
Oh, I love you too.
Come on, put the gun down.
Oh, baby. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so romantic and dramatic.
Yeah, I think she really needed to hear that. Right, so I think she really wanted to hear, I love you.
Yeah, that's right. And there's some interesting phrases here in this dialogue. And today we're going to focus mostly on phrases. So why don't we start with Fluency Builder?
Fluency Builder.
Okay, on Fluency Builder today, we are going to take a look at some of these phrases. And the first one is very important and very different.
So obviously this dialogue is about love, and we heard two different ways that this word is used. And the first one is to love someone.
Right, so he said, I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
We all pretty much understand what that means.
Right, but they also mentioned to be in love with someone.
Okay, so he said, I am in love with you.
I'm in love with you.
In love.
Okay, so what's the difference between to love and to be in love?
To be in love with someone means that you have these strong romantic feelings towards somebody.
That's right. So you can only be in love with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, or your wife.
So you can love your parents, you can love your family, but you can't be in love with them. You can only be in love with your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife.
That's right.
Okay.
So moving on to the next phrase. Now, the girl asked her boyfriend, can we talk?
Can we talk?
Can we talk?
This is a very simple sentence.
Right, we know the meaning, right?
But why does she say, can we talk?
Okay, so you use this when you want to start a conversation about something serious.
Okay, so if you wanted to talk to me about my new shirt.
I wouldn't say, hey, Marco, can we talk? Oh, I really like your shirt. Where'd you get it?
Exactly, right?
It has to be serious.
It has to be serious. So usually, if somebody says, hey, can we talk? It means that there's going to be a serious topic.
Yeah, it's going to be probably bad news.
Maybe bad news.
Yeah.
So can we talk? So if your boyfriend or girlfriend tells you this, well, it's not a good sign.
That's right.
All right. And the last phrase that we have on Fluency Builder, you know what I mean.
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 All right. So again, this phrase is very simple to understand, right?
That's right.
So you know what I'm talking about.
You understand me.
But the interesting thing is that we can also make it a question.
And it's all about the change in tone.
Okay, so with this in mind, let's listen to two examples of the same phrase, but with different tones. And you try to see which one is the question.
Example 1.
I'm tired of doing nothing all day here at home. You know what I mean?
Example 2.
Come on, Charles. You know what I mean when I say that I don't like your friends.
Example 3.
I hate this class. It's so boring and tedious. You know what I mean?
All right, so we heard the examples and, well, maybe you guessed it right. The second example was the question.
That's right. You know what I mean?
Right. So basically, you're asking the person if they understand your idea or they understand what you're talking about. So maybe you can say, so the professor wasn't very clear on his instructions, so how was I supposed to do the homework? You know what I mean?
So you're asking me to confirm that I understand you.
My idea. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, and if it was a statement, I might say, hey, I don't like going to your mom's house.
So I would say, what? What do you mean? Why?
You know what I mean.
Right. So I perfectly understand or know the reasons why you don't like going to my mom's house.
I don't have to tell you. You know what I mean.
All right. Very good. So you know what I mean. Great. So we've taken a look at these 4 phrases. They're very simple, but the way that you use them gives them different meanings.
That's right.
All right, so let's listen to our dialogue for the second time. Let's slow it down a little bit, and then we'll come back and look at some more phrases.
Can we talk?
Sure, honey. We're talking now, aren't we?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know where this relationship is going. I'm in love with you, and I need to know...
You know, I think you're awesome.
I'm awesome. Well, I guess that's my answer, isn't it?
Honey.
Look, if you don't love me, it's not a thing, all right? We've had our laughs, but I don't appreciate... Well, maybe it's just time we...
Baby, I love you so much.
You do?
I love you, and I think you're awesome.
Oh, I love you too.
Come on, put the gun down.
Oh, baby. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so now it's time for us to take a look at some more phrases, but this time we're going to look at them in putting it together.
Putting it together.
Okay, we're going to see how we can use these phrases in a few different situations. So the girl wanted to talk to her boyfriend because she wanted to know where this relationship is going.
Right. Where is this relationship going?
Where is this relationship going?
So she wants to know what's going to happen or
what's the future?
What's the future of this relationship?
Yeah.
Are we going to get married? Are
Yeah.
we just what's happening?
Yep.
So why don't we listen to some examples with different nouns and how we can use this phrase?
Example 1.
I don't know where my career is going in this company. I don't see any potential for growth.
Example 2.
This movie is so confusing. I have no idea where the plot is going.
Example 3.
We have been in this meeting for over 2 hours and I still don't know where it's going.
Okay, so again, this phrase is just asking about the future of something.
Right. So where the future of this movie? Where is this movie going?
Yeah, what's happening?
Right. What's going to happen?
Yep.
Or your career, etc.
Yep. Okay, and so the girl, she was talking a little bit about her feelings, and she said, maybe it's just time we...
Okay, so this phrase isn't complete yet.
Yeah.
We need to finish it.
Yeah.
But she is basically saying, maybe we should do this. Mm-hmm. How can we finish the phrase?
All right, so she could say, maybe it's just time we break up.
All right, or I can say, maybe it's time we have a baby.
Ooh, Marco.
All
or
right.
even, maybe it's time we go home.
Okay, so it's getting late, let's go home. Maybe
Yep.
it's time we go home.
Yeah.
So this is how we can finish this phrase. And what about our last phrase?
So she also said, we've had our laughs.
Okay, so that means we've had our good times.
Yep.
Okay.
But we can change this to, we've had our ups and downs.
Okay, or we've had our moments. Mm-hmm. Right? So that means we've had our good moments and our bad moments.
That's right. Or we've had our issues.
Okay, so that means we've had some problems,
Yeah.
we've had some difficulties.
Mm-hmm. Or even we've had our moments.
Okay, so that means we've had...
Special times.
Yeah. So that means we've had our special times, special occasions
Yep.
that we will always remember.
That's right.
Okay.
So three really useful structures that you can change the words a little bit to slightly change the meaning.
Okay, so it's time for us to listen to our dialogue for the last time. Now we're ready to understand everything. And then we'll come back and give you some examples of pet names in English.
Can we talk?
Sure, honey. We're talking now, aren't we?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know where this relationship is going. I'm in love with you, and I need to know...
You know, I think you're awesome.
I'm awesome. Well, I guess that's my answer, isn't it?
Honey.
Look, if you don't love me, it's not a thing, all right? We've had our laughs, but I don't appreciate... Well, maybe it's just time we...
Baby, I love you so much.
You do?
I love you, and I think you're awesome.
Oh, I love you too.
Come on, put the gun down.
Oh, baby. I'm so sorry.
All right, well, Marco, you mentioned this word pet names. And what exactly is that?
All right, so pet names aren't names for your dogs or your cats,
Okay,
right?
right.
They are those sweet names that you would call your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Okay, so like baby.
Okay, in our dialogue, we heard baby.
Yep.
Right? So we're not talking about a little
child.
no.
Yep.
This is usually how you would call maybe your girlfriend or boyfriend, baby.
Or honey.
Honey, right?
Yep.
Hey, honey, or honey, I'm home.
Yep.
Right? But we also have other ones like sweetheart. Or
Darling.
darling.
Yeah.
Or what about sweetie? Or cutie.
Cutie. Oh.
So some of these phrases can be a little bit like cheesy, maybe
A little,
like
a little too sweet.
too much.
Yeah.
Like smookums.
Snookums.
Snookums. Like snookums.
Okay.
Or honey bunny.
Oh, yeah.
We also have sweetie pie.
Yep.
Yeah. And some of them will make some up, right? Maybe they'll call their boyfriend Pooh Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, like Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah.
Pooh Bear.
I heard dumpling is a common one.
Also, it could be, you can make up your own phrase. You can make up your own pet names, right?
Yeah. So I want to hear from our listeners. Are there any common pet names in your language?
I know that in Spanish, we sometimes call we can sometimes call our girlfriend gorda, which
Okay.
actually means fat. But it's not in a bad way.
Really?
It's a sweet way of calling your girlfriend. So.
And I know in French you can say ma puce, which basically means my flea.
Yeah, so some of them, if you translate, you wouldn't really use in English. But let us know. Translate from your language or other ones that you've heard maybe in movies or talk shows. And come to our website, englishpod.com.
Yep. Leave your questions there, as well as your pet names. And Marco and I are always happy to see you there.
Okay, until next time.
Goodbye.
Bye. The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
End a relationship with someone.
Dump someone.
Hurt someone's feelings very badly. Hurt someone emotionally.
Break someone's heart.
Honest, emotional talk.
A heart to heart.
Former boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife.
Ex.
A person who you are in a long-term relationship with.
Partner.
Phrase used if one must talk about serious things.
Can we talk?
What stage this relationship is in.
Where this relationship is going.
Feel strong romantic affection for someone.
In love with.
Amazing, great.
Awesome.
We have experienced our happy days.
We have had our laughs.
Don't like.
Don't appreciate.
Have strong affection to someone.
Love.
Perhaps it is time for us to do something.
Maybe it is time that we.
Let's try that faster.
End a relationship with someone.
Dump someone.
We have experienced our happy days.
We have had our laughs.
Former boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife.
Ex.
Phrase used if one must talk about serious things.
Can we talk?
Have strong affection to someone.
Love.
Amazing, great.
Awesome.
Feel strong romantic affection for someone.
In love with.
What stage this relationship is in.
Where this relationship is going.
A person who you are in a long-term relationship with.
Partner.
Honest, emotional talk.
A heart-to-heart.
Don't like.
Don't appreciate.
Perhaps it is time for us to do something.
Maybe it is time that we.
Hurt someone's feelings very badly. Hurt someone emotionally.
Break someone's heart.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Can we talk?
I've got something really important to tell you. Can we talk?
Can we talk?
Can we talk? I think I'm in love with someone else.
Can we talk?
Can we talk? I need your help with something.
Where this relationship is going.
We fight every day. I don't know where this relationship is going.
Where this relationship is going.
Where is this movie going? I don't understand what's happening.
Where this relationship is going.
You want to do what? Where are you going with this conversation?
We have had our laughs.
College was so much fun. We definitely had our laughs.
We have had our laughs.
She has her moments, but for the most part, she's a really nice girl.
We have had our laughs.
You had your fun. Now it's time to go to sleep.
Maybe it is time that we.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe it's time we have some lunch?
Maybe it is time that we.
If you're not happy at your job, maybe it's just time for you to quit.
Maybe it is time that we.
Maybe it's about time you clean your room. It's so dirty. Baby, I love you so much. Where would you like to eat, sweetheart? Darling, you look absolutely beautiful.
The stormy deal. I've always believed that life has a funny way of turning upside down when you least expect it, but last winter really took the cake. I was running my small antique shop downtown, minding my own business, when trouble came out of the blue. It all started when Mr. Hillman, a well-known collector, walked into my shop. He looked nervous, like someone who had a lot on his plate. Before I could even greet him properly, he rushed to the counter and whispered, "We need to talk. It's a matter of life and death." That sentence alone made me freeze in my tracks. Hillman was dramatic, sure, but this time he looked like he really meant business. He pulled out a dusty old box and placed it gently on the counter. "If this falls into the wrong hands," he said, We're done for. I didn't know what he was talking about, but curiosity got the better of me, so I opened the box. Inside was a tiny silver compass, shining like it had its own heartbeat. I didn't understand why a simple compass was such a big deal, but Hillman grabbed my hand and said, "Trust me, this thing is worth more than all the tea in China." Before I could ask another question, the shop door slammed open. A tall man in a dark coat stepped inside. His cold stare told me he wasn't there to shoot the breeze. Hillman's face went pale. "We're in hot water," he whispered. The stranger approached slowly. "Hand over the compass and no one gets hurt." My heart was in my throat, but I knew I couldn't just give it up. Something told me this was my moment to step up. So I put on my calmest face and said, "Sorry, you've got the wrong shop. We're fresh out of magical compasses today." I tried to lighten the mood, but the man didn't crack a smile. Hillman tugged my sleeve and whispered, "Stop joking around. This guy means business." But it was too late. The stranger lunged forward, grabbed the compass, and dashed out the door before we could even blink an eye. We ran after him, but he disappeared into the stormy evening like smoke. Hillman dropped to his knees on the sidewalk, completely defeated. "This is the last straw," he muttered. I helped him stand up. "Listen, we'll get it back. We just need to keep our heads." Hillman looked at me with tired eyes. "You don't get it. If he delivers that compass to his boss, the whole city could be up in flames. Not literally, but you get the idea." That was when I realized I had just stumbled into something way bigger than my quiet little life. And even though I knew I was in over my head, I couldn't walk away. After all, once you're in the middle of a storm, the only way out is through.
The chase begins. The next morning, I woke up feeling like I had been hit by a truck. I barely slept. My mind kept racing in circles. Hillman had slept on my sofa, and when I walked into the kitchen, he was already pacing back and forth, worried sick. "We need to move fast," he said. "If we sit on our hands, we'll lose our only shot." I made us some coffee. "Slow down. We need a plan. Running around like a chicken with its head cut off won't help." Hillman sighed. "Fair point, but time isn't on our side." We sat at the table and went over everything we knew, which wasn't much. The man who stole the compass worked for someone called the Broker, a shadowy figure Hillman refused to describe. "Just hearing his name makes people break into a cold sweat," he said. I wasn't thrilled, but I'd already jumped into this mess, and backing out now would make me look like a coward. "Okay, where do we start?" Hillman pulled out an old map and spread it across the table. "The Broker operates from the old industrial district. If we want the compass back, that's where we'll find it." My stomach dropped. That part of the city was practically abandoned. People avoided it like the plague. Still, we had no choice. By noon, we were on the road. The sky was gray and the wind was sharp enough to cut to the bone. As we walked between the rusty factories and broken windows, every step echoed like a warning. "This place gives me the creeps," I whispered. "Keep your eyes peeled," Hillman replied. Just as he said that, we heard footsteps behind us. We spun around, but before we could react, a woman stepped out from behind a metal pillar. She looked confident, dangerous even. Her smirk told me she was someone who didn't play around. "You're looking for the Broker. Word travels fast, but trust me, you're barking up the wrong tree." Hillman tensed. "Who are you?" "Someone who knows more than you. And if you keep chasing this compass, you're gonna bite off more than you can chew." I tried to sound brave. "We don't have a choice. That compass doesn't belong to him." She shook her head. "You're missing the point. It's not about ownership, it's about power, and the Broker doesn't share." I stepped forward. "Look, we're already in too deep, so unless you're here to help, step aside." For a moment, she studied us silently. Then she sighed. "Fine, have it your way. But don't say I didn't warn you." She slipped a small note into my hand. "If you're serious, meet me here at midnight. Come alone." Before we could say anything else, she vanished into the shadows like she'd never been there. Hillman grabbed my arm. "This is nuts! Midnight? Alone? She's setting you up. This is a disaster waiting to happen." "Maybe," I said, folding the note. "But right now, she's the only lead we've got." Hillman shook his head,
clearly frustrated. "You're playing with fire." "Maybe so, but if that compass is as important as you claim, we can't just throw in the towel." He looked at me for a long moment, then nodded reluctantly. "All right, but be careful. One wrong move and we're toast." I didn't say it out loud, but I already knew. At midnight, everything was about to hit the fan.
Midnight truths. Midnight arrived faster than I expected. The industrial district was even darker at night, silent except for the wind whistling through broken pipes. I walked toward the meeting point, a rusted loading dock, trying not to jump out of my skin every time something creaked. The woman from earlier was already there, leaning against a metal beam like she owned the place. "You came," she said. "Most people would have chickened out." "I'm not most people," I replied, though my knees were shaking like jelly. She motioned for me to follow her inside the abandoned warehouse. At first I hesitated, but backing out now would be throwing caution to the wind, and we were past that point. Inside, the air smelled of dust and old oil. She led me down a corridor until we reached a small room lit by a single hanging bulb. On the table in the center, the silver compass sat quietly, like it had been waiting for me. "You got it back?" I asked, shocked. She nodded. "The broker sent his men to move it. I intercepted them." My jaw dropped. "Why help us if you work for him?" She laughed softly. "I don't work for anyone, but the broker? He's lost his marbles. That compass, he thinks it can predict political shifts, economic trends, human behavior. He believes it can help him call the shots in this city." "And can it?" I asked. She looked at me carefully. "It can guide decisions, yes. It reacts to patterns most people can't see. But in the wrong hands, it could cause more harm than good." Suddenly, heavy footsteps echoed from the hall. The woman's eyes widened. "We're out of time." The door burst open, and the same tall man from my shop stormed in with two others. "Thought you could double-cross us?" he growled at her. "Run," she whispered to me. But I wasn't leaving without the compass. Heart racing, I grabbed it and sprinted toward the back exit. The woman blocked the men just long enough for me to slip through the door and into the freezing night. I bolted down the alley, but one of the men spotted me. "There he is!" he shouted. I was definitely in the line of fire now. I darted behind an old dumpster, trying to catch my breath. My lungs were burning, my heart was pounding, and every instinct told me to make a run for it. But I knew if they caught me, Hillman and I were finished. Then I remembered the compass. Desperate, I flipped it open. The needle spun wildly, then suddenly snapped to a single direction. I didn't know why, but something told me to trust it. I followed where it pointed, weaving through alleys until finally I made it back to the main street. A taxi drove by, miraculously, and I flagged it down just in time, by the skin of my teeth. When I got home, Hillman was pacing again. He rushed to me. "Thank God! I thought you were a goner!" I handed him the compass. "Don't thank me, thank that woman." Hillman stared at it, then sighed in relief. "You saved us. You really pulled a rabbit out of your hat." I shook my head. No magic, just a lot of running. Outside, the first light of dawn was creeping over the rooftops. After the night we'd had, it felt like seeing the world with fresh eyes. Whatever happened next, one thing was clear. I had survived the storm and lived to tell the tale.